Members, I have an announcement, if you would. So while we were in session, I received a statement from the Speaker that they are not referring our bill and they will not take it up. In part, his statement reads that he believes the decision of ERCOT may have saved lives. Of course, all of us are focused on that. 57 lives were lost. But we know on the day that Texas ratepayers were overcharged by $4.2 billion, that all residentials were online. There was no outage unless it was a local outage. By their own press release, the system was in balance, and they were no longer load shedding, but they continued to charge $9,000 for the rest of that day. I'm sure they had noble intentions, but by their own announcement, they didn't speak to that at ERCOT or PUC on Thursday. The second line is, in addition, testimony in the House today demonstrated the complexity of financial elements of the resettlement. We all know lots of things are complex, but we have to get things right. The third paragraph says, repricing based on disagreement with PUC and ERCOT's management decisions is an extraordinary government intervention of the free market. I would argue the extraordinary intervention of the free market was on February 15th, putting the price at $9,000, and then continuing that, even though the IMN said they were wrong. The Speaker and the House are surely entitled to their opinion. In their testimony today, they never bothered to ask questions of the PUC chair about his conflicting testimony with the Senate. It was more of a wave the cape and let him through. But they surely listened to the testimony of a man from Chicago with offices in Atlanta and New York, that he was worried about his people and his market. In Texas, in the Texas Senate, we're worried about people in our market. And obviously it was going to be complex. Obviously it was going to be difficult. But I am so disappointed that something that 27 of you supported and all of you thought about, that is important to 26 million people in ERCOT, was dismissed without serious looking at the facts as the statement shows. I wish the Speaker well this session. I wish the House well. We look forward to working with them. But there's a statement that's clear today. The Texas Senate stood for 26 million people in ERCOT, and we stood to have a mistake corrected. Would it have been difficult? Yes. Would it have been complex? Yes. It was a mistake. And all I know is, by the House action, that those who won, and we don't know who all the winners were, they won a lot on Monday, and they won a lot on Tuesday, and they won a lot on Wednesday, and they even won a lot on Thursday when they shouldn't have won as much. The Texas Senate stood for individuals, and I'm proud of you. The House stood for big business. This is a serious time for our state. We need total reform at the PUC, where the chair can't even testify in either house on the record, reflecting the same testimony. The governor has yet to weigh in on what his opinion was. He said he left it to the legislature. Well, Mr. Governor, the Texas Senate has spoken. You still have not weighed in, and we believe you still have time to correct it. Members, thank you for your care about this issue. I know the vote wasn't easy for some of you, and those who voted against it, I respect your vote against it. But if we in the legislature can't correct an error that the bureaucracy makes that costs Texas ratepayers $4.2 billion or whatever the final number is, that's a bad day for the Texas legislature. It's a bad day for the middle office. So thank you, senators. You did the right thing. We will move forward. We will work with the governor. We will work with the House. There are many issues to come. But we will always go to first principles and do the right thing, no matter the cost. No matter the cost. The chair recognizes the Senate for a highly privileged motion.
Mr. President, first I would move to reduce the Lieutenant Governor's comments to writing and placed in the journal.
Any objection? Hearing none, motion adopted.
This time I move that the Senate adjourn until 1 p.m. Wednesday, March 17th. Thank you.
Members, any objection? Hearing none, the Senate stands adjourned until 1 p.m. March 17th. Members, hold your chin up high. You did the best for your constituents. I'm proud of you. Thank you, members.